entering the city for the first time as Pharaoh. Crowds lining the broad avenues to watch him pass, some cheering, others still disbelieving that any of the promised reforms would be carried out. Then came other pictures, more sharply defined. The young noble whose estates I had confiscated to the royal treasure, reducing him to the rank of field worker, on land which his family had owned for 5 generations. His voice, cold as the hand of a dead man. "Had I known, Ra-ab Hotep, that you came to the royal city as a spy, I should not have shared wine with you." Then, making a mock obeisance, "But I forget. I am not speaking to Ra-ab, the leader of rebels. I address the Nomarch of the Oryx, the close friend of the usurper, whom the more credulous of my fellow countrymen call Pharaoh." So many faces I saw. The face of Amenemhat, strong and quiet as granite. Another face, glimpsed for a moment between the drawn curtains of a litter. Menet's widow, Kheisasteris, the Babylonian, going to his tomb with offerings. Towards evening the north wind filled the sail, and the rowers slept beside their idle oars. Slowly we overtook a trading barge, thronged with people who were being taken to one of the southern nomes. They crowded to stare at us as we passed. A few of them cheered, but the rest kept sullen silence. "They don't look very pleased," said Mary. "I thought they would all be rejoicing, because they have left their filthy hovels in the royal city, and are having a holiday until new homes have been built for them." "They will take time to believe in the new Egypt. They have been oppressed for generations, and to many of them Pharaoh is still the ultimate source of fear. They have been told Pharaoh is dead, Pharaoh is born again. How can they recognize, until it is proved to them, that Amenemhat will become the symbol of their peace, their happiness?" Mary sighed. "It is going to be difficult to help them if they won't believe in our promises." "They will do so only when they have learned that they are all to share in the new Egypt." "Why didn't you take me with you to the stone quarries? I wanted so much to hear you declare to the slaves that they were free. It must have been one of the great moments for which we have worked so long." "I am thankful that I went alone. You thought they would be wildly excited, that their cheers would cleanse the quarries from the echoes of whips and the shouts of overseers. But it wasn't like that, Mary. Some of the slaves had laboured there since childhood, day after day, year after year, until they had become apathetic as blind oxen. The few who realized what freedom meant were too awed to rejoice. I told them that they were all being taken to nomes of the south, to rest until their health, both of mind and body, was restored. To them it was only another order which must be obeyed without question. In weary files they trudged down to the barges which I had brought to carry them to freedom. At first, few of the people who were sent to Hotep Ra would believe that they had come there to find happiness. They were furtive and suspicious, and it seemed as though a miasma had fallen on this contented village, where, for 15 years, the watchers of the horizon had been trained by Roydon to take over the new authority. They were pathetically obedient. Some even sang at their work, because they had been told that the children of Ra are happy. And often I wanted to cover my ears, to shut out the sound of their joyless voices. The younger of the freed slaves began to improve with great rapidity, but those in whom hope had flickered out seemed to have lost the energy to live. They had breathed, eaten, and slept in fear, the only driving force they recognized. They reminded me of a donkey I had once seen near the royal city. It was plodding along under a heavy load, followed by the owner, who beat it whenever it faltered. I took the stick away from the man, and when he would not listen to me, broke it over his back. The donkey plodded on, stumbled, and stood waiting for the blow with which it was so familiar. It moved forward a few paces,